All right, everyone, I have a pretty nice vehicle here. This is a 2003 Volvo XC90 all-wheel drive. This is a large 7-passenger Volvo SUV. Let me start her up for you. All right, and as you can see, it's got 132,469 miles, and there are no check engine lights on, but there is the little warning yellow triangle. What that's there for is it tells me, and I had this checked out a little bit, that it needs service to the airbag and I think traction control system. Basically, I have no idea what that means. My mechanic said that there's some kind of sensor or something that the car needs. Whatever, I'm selling it as is. So the car is very drivable. I drove it all winter long and it seems to run very, very well. But I got to tell you the truth about everything I know about it. So there you have it. Okay, there's just tons and tons of stuff on this thing as far as options and whatnot. And I'll try to show the main ones and explain what everything else is that I know of. There's your window, right rear, down and up. Right front, down, up. Swing her on around. There's your left rear, down, up. And of course the automatic down driver's window, automatic up driver's window. Power door lock, power mirrors. That works, as you can see. You go to the right side, and of course that one works perfectly as well. It does have remote keyless entry because, as you can see, boom, it's all on the thing there. It's got driver information center. It's got the radio that's operated premium Dolby. You can see the radio does work. I can't comment on the CD player because I don't have a CD. Air conditioner, front and rear, does work. Oh, it's got this little thing here. See that? Push that button. See that? Check that out. Both sides. The mirrors come in. Pretty nifty, especially when you're going through the bank drive-through. Oh, power roof. There you go. No problems, no leaking. Home link transmitter for your garage door opener. Automatic day-night mirror. What else do we have? You know, just all kinds of stuff. I don't even know. There's just so much. Let's see. Oh, horn. Wipers. There you go. No problem. It's got cruise control, driver information center, blah, blah, all kinds of stuff on it. Yeah. All right, let's do the outside. Now, the inside does show some wear and tear on the steering wheel, as you can see. And it does show wear and tear where your elbow goes right here. The seats are okay. You know, they're a little stressed looking, but they're not like all ripped to shreds, at least not the passenger one there. And I'll show you the driver one right now. And as you can see, it's got just the seam split here, which actually, if you're clever with thread, you could probably just sew that back together. But other than that, the seat's in pretty darn good operational condition. All right, here you go. There's your floor. Oh yeah, it's got the fog lights and all that stuff. Remote thing for the gas. Oh, 3-person memory power seat, which works off of the remotes, of course. Coming out here. I'm not even going to get close because I can tell you right off the bat, before the end of the summer, you are definitely going to need tires for this vehicle. They are not in great shape. It is all-wheel drive. You can drive it, but you're definitely going to want to put some tires on this baby. All right, there you go. As you can see, it's got the nice Volvo aluminum alloy wheels with all the center caps present. The outside's not in horrible shape. Actually, it's pretty good. You got a little crack there. It's a little dirty now. Apologize for that. It rained yesterday, and that always makes a mess of a car. Looks like some scratches that were touched up right there. You know, but no major dents, no major rust issues. Here's your roof with, of course, the roof rack right there. Deep tinted glass. Power seat on this side as well. There's your headliner. All right, do your door jamb. And your door frame. And you can see that's in very nice, clean condition. All right, we'll move to this door. I don't know, what is all this? Looks like probably maybe a pet, I don't know. Here's one of your vents for your rear heat and air. Door frame. Oh, actually, I want to show this to you. It's kind of cool. This is, like I said, a 7-passenger vehicle. So you got one person here, one in the middle there, and one there. And then these seats back here are fold down. I left one up for you so you can see how that works. And then there's the other one folded down to make the floor nice and flat. So that's kind of cool. Over there you can see his controls for the radio for in the back. In fact, look at that. Check that out. They got it on both sides. So I guess you can plug headphones in there or something and work your own thing in the back. Here's your power point for the back right there. It's a pretty nifty little vehicle, actually. A little large vehicle, actually. I mean, it's not like suburban Tahoe size, but for an import, it's one of the larger SUV imports I've ever been in. And there's your right rear quarter panel, nice shape. Now this is neat. Now let me show you, I'll show you the inside first, and then I'll explain to you what's neat. It's got, as you can see, all the venting. It's got the seat belts. Like I said, this folds down flat, as you can see there. There's your little fan switch for the rear heat and air. Okay, you got your little cubby hole here, which you can see, there's your other seat right there. And there's all your tools for the tire and whatnot in here. And that shuts down. But here's what's neat. Check this out. It's got like a little mini tailgate there. Kind of cool, right? You just pull this lever up, bing, like that. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. The back hatch or the little tailgate, whatever you choose. There you have it. We'll close this down. It's the XC90. It's got the turbo 6-cylinder, and it is all-wheel drive, of course. You know, a couple little scratches and nicks back here. It's got like the little rear little spoiler thing. Here, we'll do the roof on this side. There's your left rear quarter panel. Looks like a scratch here that was touched up. It's got the SIPS system. That's the Side Impact Protection System. Look it up on the internet. It'll tell you all about what that means. As you know, Volvo's some of the safest vehicles on the road. At least that's what the commercials tell us anyway, right? Never wrecked one, so I can't comment. Although I did see a guy flip over a Volvo in my front yard last summer. And he lived to tell the tale, and it was pretty drastic. So yeah, they're pretty cool cars. And I put my kids in them, so I have no problem with a Volvo. This is your driver's door jamb here. And here's the driver's door. And you can see, pretty nice. I don't see really any evidence of any kind of corrosion or rust on this car, which on a Volvo is pretty typical. They generally don't suffer from too much in the way of corrosion. A couple little scratches on the fender. Around to the front. Not bad. I mean, for, you know, basically, this is a 12-year-old car, you know, with 130-some thousand miles on it. It's going to have a little bit of wear and tear on it. You got to expect, but this isn't bad. Alright, and of course this is your funky little engine here. I believe this is a side-mounted turbo inline 6-cylinder engine. And it sounds pretty good. I would rev it up for you, except I can't figure out where to stick my hand in there, and I don't want to like touch the wrong thing and either get burned or get my fingers caught. So anyway, you'll see how it runs when we take it out for a ride. It will need, as you can see, I had to use the old vice grip trick. You will need some pistons for holding the hood up. All right, so there you have the close-up view of it. Now, obviously the most important thing is going to be when we take it for a ride. Oh wait, no, there is one other thing I want to point out to you. It has until, actually a year from now, and where's, let me see if I can see this other stupid reflection. It's got until April of next year, April of 2016, a New Jersey state inspection sticker, and if you live in the state of New Jersey, that goes with the car. All right, we're gonna take it for a spin now. Alrighty, we're gonna take it for a ride now. Let me start this baby up. You can see, nice and warmed up. It starts just fine, sounds fine. The air conditioner, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it before, does work. Does look like it's gonna need a little bit of gas, but anyway, we'll take it for a ride. Now it's got, oh, check this out, it's got that the auto stick thing here, manual, whatever. I'll demonstrate that for you right now, and then on the way back I'll just throw it in drive. So you see where it says the number 1 there, and number 2, well, you can shift 1 and 2, but as we get going, it's kind of like a sort of semi-automatic kind of setup. There's no clutch or anything, but you can manually shift the gears. Kind of a stupid feature in my opinion. Either it's a stick or it's an automatic, but I guess that was all the rage there for a while. See here, 3rd gear, 4th gear. So as you can see, it's in 4th, going down the road. Let me put it into drive now. There you go. So there you go. Goes down the road nice and straight, even though the tires are beat. It still tracks down the road nice and straight. So that basically just tells me there's nothing major wrong with the front end, because the tires didn't wear funny. It's not yanking it off the road in any one direction or the other. So pretty decent. All right, we're gonna do a little turnaround here. All right, oh, car coming, gotta wait. And away we go. Tell you, for a very big, very heavy SUV, with this turbo 6-cylinder engine, it gets up and goes pretty darn good. And it's got really wide tires. It handles, for a big, heavy SUV, this thing actually handles pretty darn good. There is some road noise I can hear off of the tires, which is to be expected when the tires are almost gone. So, believe me, I don't want to keep harping on negative things, because that's not a real good way to sell a car. But I just don't have the heart to, you know, not mention certain things. All right, I'm gonna do a brake test now, and what that really is gonna consist of is just me pulling into this vacant lot up here, letting go of the steering wheel, slamming on the brakes, and I'll try to describe to you how the brakes feel. And I usually do that at about 25 miles an hour. So here, I'll pull the camera back, and well, there's good news. I can tell you one thing, the anti-lock brakes work really well. If you notice the wheel did its little jiggly dance there, well, it's supposed to do that. Why? Because that's the anti-lock brakes working. And if you listen very careful on the video, you probably would have heard the anti-lock brake pump going off as well. So again, airbags and front all-wheel drive, anti-lock brakes, that's Volvo safety. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna demonstrate the all-wheel drive. All right, now it's hard to tell on this video with the light adjust here, but I'm sitting at about a 20 to 25 degree up angle on gravel. Now, if this was rear-wheel drive or if this was front-wheel drive and I stepped on the gas, this vehicle would not go anywhere. All it would do is spin the wheels, spin the tires, and shoot gravel out from underneath. But as you will see when I do this, that it's just going to, it'll spit a little gravel out, but it will just accelerate nicely up the hill. Here we go. Actually, that's really good. It didn't spit any gravel out. So that's pretty awesome. So that must be the traction control working then. Interesting. All right. Well, folks, there you pretty much have it. So let me do a little recap for you. This is a 2003 Volvo XC90 T6 all-wheel drive 7-passenger SUV. And we'll take a little bit of a walk around the outside of this puppy. You know, it seems to run pretty good. It's certainly, you know, it's going to be the right price, so there'll be no complaints about that, I'm sure. And it's a pretty nice looking vehicle as well. All right, let's take a walk around. Okay, so if you're looking for a reliable, safe, very decent running Volvo SUV with a couple little issues that I've gone over with you, this would be the right one for you, and I can pretty much promise you it's going to be a great value. Thank you.